Hello, gorgeous. Yes, this is Gail Burwell, founder of the Rockstar Wellness series. And today I have a fantastic guest for you. She has more than 30 years of experience as a stage director and performer. And she's really here to help you to captivate your audience as a public speaking coach. Welcome, Florence.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm so glad we're here with us because I know your energy, I know your enthusiasm and your passion for what you do. And I do believe now, especially when we need to be so much online, being in a position where you're confident on camera and on stage is really one key priority. So that's why she's here with us, gorgeous. We're going to discuss about it in more details. And firstly, I'm going to ask Florence, why do you do what you do?
Ooh, why do I do what you do? I do. Well, my true passion is to realize myself, is to express my talents. So what I love to see is when I see my clients or the person I work with flourish on stage, when I see them transform themselves. And that's my biggest reward, is to be in the audience and see the person going that extra, I would say mile, but it's extra, that extra mile when you're in front of an audience, something magical happens. I mean, you don't know what happens, but you can prepare yourself. You can exercise, practice, and then suddenly when the light is on, virtually or even in front of your audience, something happens, something clicks.
Yeah, no, I do agree with you because I love being on stage. I love being on camera. And
Yes.
I think sometimes it's difficult basically just to articulate it in a certain way, but it's like you lit up, you just shine. You can really show who you are. And I think you really manage to move your clients from being maybe not so comfortable to really feeling awesome on stage and on camera. And this is particularly what I like myself. I'm a motivational speaker. As you can see, I have no difficulty at all to be in front of everyone. I love that. But for my audience, I would say, how can we connect with our audience?
Well, I think really it's first to connect with yourself, with oneself. Okay. And afterwards, it's a matter of energy. How to connect. I mean, it's like having a cup of coffee with someone, and when you're actually looking into the person's eye and you really want to express what's in your heart, and when you speak with your heart, through your eyes, of course, then you really connect with the audience. It's like this, it's an action. It's the energy moving towards the person. It's really this sensation of sending light, like this superhero. I don't know in which movie.
Yes,
It's like you really engage. All your attention goes into one spot. And it's really your heart. It really drives you.
So in a way, it's when you speak up. I think it's when you speak with passion about something that you love to do, and you don't even think about the way you look, but you're just thinking about your message. That this is where I think the connection with the audience really starts, because your attention is really for one person or for one particular audience. And I always notice it when your attention is so focused this way, they got you. They start basically to listen to you, and they start to be more engaged, which is great.
Yeah, this is the beginning. The attention is the beginning. I mean, I work with those three pillars, which is attention, intention, and action. They really work together. But at first, it's like you have to be grounded in your attention. And your eyes, your gaze needs to be focused in one specific spot. Of course, your audience can be large, a few thousand people probably, or sometimes only a couple of three. But it's good to be in this state of attention where you're connected to your body. It's not being intention, it's being conscious, body aware of everything, all your resources coming together to focus and focalize. I don't know if it's the Tao or it's yoga or it's, but they are, you know, those masters in meditation speak about where the attention, where your attention goes, the energy flows, or the other way around. And that's really true. It's like once you start to engage and to bring some light in your eyes, then people are attracted to watching you, to look at you. So much time I see people speaking, just like, you know, it's like, yeah, they speak about very interesting subjects, but then you don't feel the emotion going through because it's like they're blocking the energy going through. They're thinking maybe of what they say and not why they're saying it.
Very interesting. Okay, so some people, maybe they're very prepared and they're very into the message, but they do not deliver it with their body at the same time.
Yes, it's okay. I mean, it's then we move towards the intention. It's like, why is it so important for you to speak those words? So it's the extra dimension, the intention.
Yeah, what is the why behind your message?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so it's very important to have, to be grounded, to be centered. Okay. You have the attention. Okay. And from your perspective, when you're speaking with your clients, for example, what, how can we really deliver a message with conviction?
Do you mean with your colleagues? I didn't, your colleagues?
When you want to speak to an audience or even someone specifically, and you want to deliver a message, how can you do it with conviction?
Okay, so see, there's many, it's like aligning the attention, intention, and in the action is a big process that will take a lot of rehearsal, like practice, that you have to constantly put together and think about it. Like, I would say that the attention, your body is your biggest ally, your support. Well, it will just help you, you know, you will focus on your breath. Like when you're like stressed out and the fear is building and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to speak, you know, and then you can just focus on breathing in and out, will calm your brain, will just help you direct your attention. So I forgot about, like right now, I'm like forgetting about your question.
I was just saying how you can deliver your message with conviction.
Yes. Okay. So if you want to be like, if you're not really at ease with everything, if you want to, you have, the first is to adopt the posture of confidence. You know, at first you want to make sure that when you speak, you want to be into the posture of the expert. You want to play the expert. You want to be in the role. If you're a CEO of a company, you know, you want to adopt this position of trust so that people will know, yes, she is or he is the owner of the company. So when it's your own company, you have to embody this posture, you know, of being really confident. The confident posture for me is like the superhero posture, you know. And then you breathe with your rib cage open, and you're projecting with your heart and your eyes, and you really want to keep your eyes at this level. You know? So when you speak to someone, you really engage towards either the camera or either, you know, different part of your audience. You want to be careful not to have your eyes going like this.
Okay.
You know, when your eyes are moving around, it just says, oh, wow, she doesn't know what she's talking about. So that's why when you focus with your eyes in one, I wouldn't say one spot, but in one area, when you want to add and speak about something, like be credible, and, you know, you want to make a stand about something, then you will just decide where you want to look. Is it the audience in front of you? Is the audience on the side? You just have to plan that. It's a whole process, but when you feel like you want to be credible and somebody's talking to you, then you want to look like you feel confident.
Okay. No, I love that. I love that because the posture, the body confidence posture help a lot. But I like your 3 pillars with attention, intention, action. It's quite clear.
Well, we want to do with this. I was in my meditation the other day, and they were talking about intention, be aligned with attention, and we all want to do this. It's like our mission. We just want everything to be put together. Yeah. So yes, I think we thrive to be going into one direction that's really in tune with who we are. And if we lack confidence, well, we can start to adopt the posture of being confident. And when we, feel good about how we stand and how we're grounded and we focus on our breath, then, you can see it in your the person you're speaking to, that since they feel you are in confidence, then you start feeling confident. So it's like an exchange of energy.
Interesting. Because I do agree with the exchange of energy completely. From my experience, is more when I think I'm so passionate about my message that I'm not thinking about basically everything else. It just everything vanished around me, and I just really targeted, focused, and crystal clear. And it's coming back to this attention, intention, I think, and it's really important. But it's quite interesting. For me, it's quite natural.
No, but yeah, because I think you're already into your intention. You're already into your message. So when you're into your message, like when you rehearse your speech, like you really had you don't have to think twice about what you're talking about. Then the only thing you have to focus in is what you want your audience to get from you. What is the most important thing to you, so that they can, so you will make a difference. So you are into the why. You are into the intention. The intention is like, where everything is going not good, when nothing is going well, then you have to focus on the intention. And I think once we only have the intention to focus, I had a teacher, a musical theater teacher, and he used to call it or handle, like something you will hold on to. And when you have this handle, then everything just starts flowing together.
Okay.
Because some people, they tell me, oh, my voice speaking well? If I do have, do I have to work on my voice and my posture and everything? But then when you focus on the intention, everything just starts going well. So to me, intention is key.
Okay.
It will help you with everything.
From your experience, as a performer, I know in theater and everything, intention was really your kind of anchor, really to stay focused on your performance or to perform in front of people?
Well, as an actor, as a performer, you spend an extended amount of time to do some research. You start to research the role. You start to embody the values, the beliefs of the character. So you have to decide why they want to speak that way, where they are at, what do they want to get from the other character, what's their motive. So it's like being an investigator, So it's like playing Columbo, you have to have this big understanding. And it's basically what we do with our business. We have to do an extent amount of research on our content, but also the marketing part is really to find out who we are, what we do, what is our value, how do we want to be perceived from our audience, how do we show up, and what's our call to action, and what's our big why, And the big why is the intention. It's how do we what's our belief, or our true belief that we want to we want to have an impact on the world. So we have to research all this, and then we have to make it into action, so that people in front of you, they'll just get it right away. They said, oh, I understand. But there's a big research to do. Like, yes. And sometimes we get lazy. We're like, oh yeah, I'll just wing it. I'll just speak. But then you don't have any fun, because when you have done that research, when you know your intention, when you know your action, you know what you want to get from your audience, who are you speaking to, then you can just relax and have fun.
It's true. I completely agree with that. It's just like you master your message, and this is where it's like, a bit like dancing. When you have a choreography, a specific choreography, you need to follow a certain discipline basically to get the moves. But when you got them, you can really add so much flow, energy, and fun into it. This is what I noticed dancing.
Yes.
And I do believe it's the same when you have a speech, for example. You have to prepare your speech. And this is my next question regarding the preparation, because I know preparation is essential.
Yes.
So I want to know from you, what do you think about it?
Well, some things, like, we all have our domain of expertise, and domain of expertise, we need less preparation because we know exactly where we're going. So the preparation is more knowing where we're going. Like, I would say, like driving. You have to have, it's like when I'm going to a meeting, I know I'm all ready. I know what I'm going to do and everything, but then I have to get my GPS. I have to know how long it's going to take me to get there, where I'm going, where I'm going to go through, and I have to have those 25% of extra time instead of, in case a truck is blocking the way, which usually does. So it's the same thing. We have to prepare. We have to prepare and rehearse, and we have to enjoy the journey. Because as far as I'm concerned, I feel like there's always something more or better to do. So, but the preparation, yes, it's important. It's important to feel comfortable. So then we can enjoy ourselves. But then we can also it's in the law of attraction also. I hear this. You have to be ready to be ready to be ready to be ready. We prepare ourselves all the time. So sometimes it's good to do it when you're doing the dishes and you're doing your talk and you're doing. I'm rehearsing doing this because I don't have time. I don't have time, so sometimes I'm driving and I'm like rehearsing my speech because I don't have time to just set like an hour to prepare. So I will find ways to prepare, to rehearse, and which is very interesting because when you are like doing the dishes, for instance, or cleaning up, your body is in action.
Yes.
So then you're preparing your body to be in that energy level.
Okay. Interesting.
I mean, you have to find your own preparation. I mean, preparation can be big.
I know me dancing. I love dancing. Yeah. I'm putting some nice music and I'm dancing with my daughter and everything. And it's true, body motion, nice upbeat music. And I think it helped my energy basically to flow and to amplify. And I'm really fine. Yeah. So you need to find your way, you need to find your style.
It's a journey. It's a journey. When I was preparing for a talk, you were asking me those questions, and I was like, "Oh my God, all this." But it's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
I do believe that when you believe in your message, and it's like, the last time I spoke with Dr. Tamzin, and I love her. She's excellent. And she said something that really resonated with me. She said, you know what, Gail, this is my mission.
Yes.
And the fact that she says that with so much conviction, I was convinced about it.
Yes.
I can see. I can see the way you are, the way you speak. I can see it in your eyes. This is your mission.
Well, I love it. I just love it, What I don't like as much is like spending time writing posts and proving who I am.
Yeah, you're.
And,
I prefer to speak to girls.
like sometimes, and then I always end up like preparing for the things I love the most. So I like to rehearse. Actually, I found a way. It's like fitness talk. So
Good one.
it's like fitness. It's like when you go to the fitness, you have to rehearse, work out, and you have to enjoy that workout, because if not, it becomes to be it's painful. So you have to find a way to be happy. So you do it with mindset, like maybe like playing music and getting into the flow. So that's a very good thing to do. I noticed it today. I listened to music and I felt good about it. And
This is it. I'm into the flow. So, okay. Yeah. Because I know some people, sometimes they feel stressed and everything. And that's why sometimes I struggle with public speaking. But I do believe, as you said, when you shift your mindset around it, you reframe it in a way that is something you can enjoy, truly, is making all the difference. So I want to know, if any one of us, wants to work with you to become really from maybe a not so confident speaker to an awesome speaker right now, how can we work with you?
To become an awesome speaker?
Yeah.
Do you want the step-by-step process? Well, it's to be ready to go into the preparation process, just to work on your message first.
Okay.
So it's very important, to know what you do, who you are, what you want to get from your audience, and your value, why you're doing it. It's amazing how when we define and decide and answer those questions, how it's more clear for yourself and for your audience. So I like to work with answering to all those questions and to be really clear. Most of the people who come to work with me, they're like, they're not as at ease. They want I'm losing my French. They want to, they need to get clarity. And sometimes they are so into the emotion that they start speaking and speaking and speaking. And then I'm like, wait, we have to get away from the noise. We have to go to the direction. Where do you want to go? Yes. And after that, it's interpretation. It's how do you actually go this extra mile?
Okay.
And after that, if I work with a public speaking staging, like for an event, then I would just really set in the back, and then I would just pinpoint everything that's not in line. Okay. I mean, that's what I love to do. I can tell when the person is not into the attention. And I can tell the people, I'm like, well, this section, you weren't really clear, but you didn't know what you were talking about. And they're like, oh, yes, I know, I was reading. I didn't have time to research it. So I like to make it, to optimize it. Because we cannot always be at the top. Sometimes you have to let go of a few things. But basically, it's a lot of research, and then it's a lot of practice. And then going over your resistance.
Because this one, oh my God, lot of resistance, huh?
So the mindset you come in is very important. People underestimate the mindset in every area. They will like say, oh yeah, well, I don't have the budget for this, and I'm not gonna. And it's basically all mindset. I think.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, because I saw a lot of people and say, oh yeah, mindset. But you're thinking about the result, but I said to them, the result will be phenomenal if you change your mindset.
Yeah, and it's about, like, if you were asking me, yes, it's about wanting to get results. I usually work with people who say, okay, I have this project, I have to do some Facebook Lives of some interviews, and I don't know. So I'm like, okay, they have a project. Or I have a client who's like, I have this speech, and I have to, and it's very boring. He works for the States of Geneva, and it's like, people don't listen to those people. And suddenly, he's enjoying his speeches. He's like, oh, people are actually coming to me and thanking me and saying, you really engage, you really, oh, thank you so much, you know. And this is what makes the difference, you know. That's what I love. It's like they will call me and say, Florence, I had to announce the biggest, very difficult, you know, with those things what happened, some leaders, some owners, they had to make some cuts, they had to make things together, and they're like, oh, thank you, because I was able to really speak to them, and they thank me for being so present. And so so that's what I like. It's like this difference that you can make in people's life by just adopting a posture of confidence and truth and ease.
No,
I just love it.
Really translate and convey their values. And also, I think there is something about emotion as well. You can translate basically the emotion behind your message when people is working with you, because you know how to translate it, how basically for them to transform their message into not only just a speech, but into a message, into something that will captivate their audience. They will listen to it. You see the difference when people are listening to you and when they're not listening to you. Okay?
Yes, exactly. It's a matter of being listened to. And yes, like now it's very difficult for me because I have to look at the camera and I just want to look at your picture.
I'm looking at you.
Sometimes I go like this, and this is because I see you here, down here, and I have to look at the camera. And then I also have my son who comes by and say, I need money. And I'm like, I can't now give you money. I have to stay here focused. You have to wait for a couple of minutes. That's what, it's amazing. Family, they don't get you. And I'm like, can you just log on Facebook? I'm live right now. You know, it's just, I cannot just like leave.
I know the feeling. I know the feeling completely. Or sometimes I'm so focused. I can see my husband, you know, just trying to distract me, and I said,
yes,
it's not going to happen.
I mean, I know women, we have to manage so many things. I mean, sometimes you're like, no, you know, it's like now I'm like the CEO of the family of my business.
You know, I have to show up, you know, I have to get to this event.
So, I mean, it's amazing what we have to handle, you know.
No, it's true when you think about it, you know, as a mom, as a partner sometimes, as a sister, as an auntie, as a businesswoman.
Yes.
It's a lot.
So many roles.
Yeah.
So many roles we have to embody.
Yeah, sometimes a bit too much, I believe.
It's important to be able to also to have some distance. Yeah. So that's also difficult when you have to engage. I mean,
it's really good what you do because it's helping them to be more focused.
Yes, it's being more focused, and sometimes to say no. Today, I'm not going to speak on Facebook. It's hard to go live, you know. It's not that easy. And,
no, it took me time.
We have to go with all our imperfections. You know, we have to decide it's okay. You know, I didn't do that word correctly. I wasn't perfect on that. I had, you know, it's just.
No, it's true. I think as long as you really embody or you really believe in your message, something click. I do believe something click, and you're thinking about the person who is watching you right now speaking.
Yes.
This is where I find myself really committed and really passionate, and that's why I show up when I say I'm going to show up.
Yes, because you're ready to share this particular thing at this time. And when you focus and you say, okay, today I'm going to do only this. That helps when you're live. Before I was like, oh no, I'm not going to go live on Facebook because I don't know what to say. There's so many things, so many content, so many things I could share. So of course there's a process. There's a process that you have to follow, so that a structure.
You have to clear a bit the noise. There are a lot of
noise.
Okay.
Clear up the noise.
You need to. I'm here. You have to take your space. I do believe.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge to give permission to have some more space. Yes, it was.
It's something we didn't learn, but we have. You have to now. You have to master it.
Yes.
And once you're doing it, more you practice, as you say, like, speaking, and more you get better at it.
Yes, that's what you do. Your wellness there is to be at ease and well when you.
Okay, we need it right now. We need it more than ever. So, okay, so what I'm going to do for all of you, gorgeous, I'm going to put every details about Florence, a website, how you can work with her, because she's awesome. I saw her in practice, and I just saw all the room being transformed right now. And the energy was completely uplifted. And when you have a coach able to do that, I can guarantee you, from maybe not so confident or feeling a bit shy, you're going to feel on top of the world when you're going to work with help. So
yes.
Thank you so much, Florence, for being here with us. I'm pretty sure you will come back one day.
Thank you very much, Gaëlle.
Hey, this is a pleasure. And yes, this is it. I will see you next week for another episode with a new guest. But in the meantime, I wish you a fantastic day. Keep shining, keep going, and I will see you next week. I send you so much love.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Thank you. Bye-bye.